Hi, it's Betsy at iStampC. I'm so happy that you're here, and I'm going to show you some altered mini composition notebooks that are by Pen and Gear. You can buy these at Walmart, and I believe the Dollar Tree also has their brand too. Or you can shop your crafty stash, as I like to say, because we all have all the things. The inspiration came from Eva. Hi, sweet Eva, at Bohemian Crafting. And the digitals are by Pink, Pink Monarch Prints. And I'm using the August kit. And what I did is, just so that you know, this is on 4x5 shipping labels. And I'll show you here. I believe the page is 8.5 by 11. And just put it through your printer. I'm not sure about settings. But anyway, that's what I did. So let's talk about what you will need. Of course, you'll need these wicked cool, nifty mini composition books. I think they were $1, folks. 3 for $1. You can't beat that. And let's see, some embellishments. And again, shop all the things, your stash. You'll need a jewelry clasp, some jump rings, and whatever you wish to attach as embellies on the little mini books. You'll need a dauber or ink distressing tool, distress ink of choice. Lately, I've been using Scorched Timber, an archival ink. I use Jet Black, some stamps, and I've been using stamps that I designed and pressed years ago. You can look at a previous video that I have in my YouTube to learn more about innovative stamp creations. And let's see. Oh, the August kit also has these type of, I want to say they're like just journaling cards, that which I cut in half, and you'll see why you'll need to do that. And I used a corner rounder. So if you have that, you don't have to, you can use scissors. And you'll see why in a little while. I also cut the specimen. My gosh, my mind is going blank, but you know what I'm talking about. Let's see, a few more things. Eyelets, 3/16, and also the smaller size, which is the I think they're 1/8, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the 1/8 inch. Yes, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the 1/8 inch. You'll need one. You'll need some brads. You'll need scissors, and you'll need a jewelry plier. You'll need the nifty crocodile, and this one is ancient. I know. I've been crafting for over 20 years, and you'll need these little glue dots. These guys are so handy. Okay, I think that's it. So let's get started. I'm put these aside, and I'll do a little review of each of them at the end. So what you want to do is you want to grab cardstock, a thicker, I would say if it's 110, it'd be better. And then you want to cut a piece, as you can see here, 7 by 4.5. Then you want to score it 3.5 by 3.5, then 3.25, and use your corner rounder. Okay, and I used the biggest size, which is our 10 mm. Then what you'll want to do is you're going to grab, it's up to you in terms of how you print the image on the 4 by 5 label, how you wish to then lay the artwork. So I chose to lay it upright, and then I used this is wax paper or sandwich paper, and then I take Scotch tape and use various alcohol inks. I forget the name of the actual technique, but it's been around for a while. So in the kind of like the spine of this little mini book, I like to reinforce it a little bit. So I added that vintage kind of looking tape. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Super easy, super wicked easy. I promise you. Okay. So then what you're going to do is you'll want to gauge the length of the side pockets, okay? And if, you know, they're a little taller, just trim the edges, and we'll do that in just a little bit. But what we want to do now is add the jump ring. No, not the jump ring. The 1/8 inch eyelet. And I'm just stepping to the side here and grabbing this forest green eyelet, and I'm going to punch a hole, and you can kind of center the hole in between your spine so that, and I don't want it too low, if you will. So again, it's up to you where you choose to punch and where you'd like it. There we go. Again, it doesn't really bother me that it might be a little off. You can then fix it by adding more of the tape or adding another embellishment that you have handy. And this is what I'm doing. Wicked easy. And what I will do next is add the side pockets, and I'll be back. Okay, so what I did, as I said earlier, I added the side pockets or tucks, if you will, and then I added this little jewelry clasp, and I took my scissors and I cut this much around the front and this much on the back, bottom, top, and side. And that's how much I pretty much cut off, just to show you. And then what you'll do, oh, and after I allowed this to dry, my glue of choice lately is 3-in-1. I switch also from time to time to art glitter glue, and I've been using this for years. by Tomboy and Scotch permanent glue stick. So those are my faves. So once everything dries, you want to use your distressing tool and just distress the edges. So there's a look for you. Then you want to take your mini notebook and just like so, you want to slide it in. Look how wicked awesome is that? I love it, love it, love it. These are just so much fun. Anyway, so that's super, super, super easy. Okay. Then what you'll want to do next is you'll need the your 3/16 eyelets, and you'll want to gauge the center. And again, this is the back part of the mini book, okay, the back page or the back cover. So you want to gauge the center. Folks, I'm not picky at all. I'm just gauging the center as best I can. And by the way, if you hear a dog in the background, it's our 6-year-old Roddy Max, and he's quite territorial. And I've got all my windows open, so anything and everything at times he'll tend to bark at it. So wanted to share that with you. So I made a little dot, and what I'm going to do next is grab the crocodile, and I will use the 3/16 side and punch my hole. And the reason why you want to cut the back page shorter is because you don't want it to catch. Because again, you can take these out and just replace it with another one if you'd like. Or if you're gifting this to someone, you can add another one so that once they're done using this one, they can just slip in. You'll have to just, or maybe you could just pre-cut it and label it a little bit so that they'll know what to do. Okay? And let me get back to, oh, one thing I did forget to mention earlier is you'll need these elastic loops, and they measure about 5.5 in length. And folks, as I said earlier, I've been stamping and doing mixed media art for over 20 years. And I also had an online business for many, many years, very successful online business. So I have all the things and trying to use up all the things. Rebecca and Dion and Kathleen, remember that? I'm using all the things. Those are my precious, faithful, crafty sisters that mean the world to me. So what you'll have to do next is you want to insert your elastic of choice, and I want to do it this way, and then gauge how much will you need to loop around and close your book. Is that not super sweet? I can't. So sweet. So I may pull this just a little bit more. I don't want it to be too snug, because then if you're gifting it, the person might have difficulty trying to remove the band, the elastic band. So use your judgment. Now, this is where I will have to put you on pause for a second and then return, because I need a little bit of time to insert your 3/16 inch eyelet in the back. Okay? And I'll be back, I promise. Okay, So I affixed the not the jump ring, the eyelet, and there you go. Super, super easy. Okay, then next, you'll be adding, oh, let me show you. This is how much I ended up cutting from the elastic loop. What I will do next is I want to stamp the specimen card. I remembered. And what you'll do is you'll need to mask the outer area of that white box. Again, you can use masking tape, the crafty kind, but I'm just using what I have around me. And then I'm going to grab my jet black archival, which is my favorite. I have a stamping pad, foam type, that I've had for years, and I'm just going to stamp to the side here. And I'm using just 3, as I drop one, 3 stamps, the postage, a butterfly, and I think this is a dandelion if I'm not mistaken. And then the last one I can show you is just right here in the corner. Okay? And you can, if you want, which I will quickly show you that I did this. And this is just fine detail embossing powder, and I will heat set that. Using the Ranger heated tool. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. This is ancient. Again, you don't have to, but I do like that pop and a little bit of shine. Okay, I'll remove the sticky notes, and then I went ahead and used my pokey tool to poke 4 holes, and I will add 4 brads. Hope you're having a good day. I'm in New Hampshire, and it's 85 degrees. But honestly, it's not bad, because we've had a wicked, humid, but nice summer. Cannot complain. Grateful to God for an amazing spring and summer. So I hope you're well. And how's the weather in your area? Let me know in the comments. And also, if you have any questions, let me know as well. I may have to poke this a little bit more so that that brad will enter. There we go. And sometimes you'll see that the brads will kind of, they peek through on the edge of things. So I'll just take my mini scissors that I designate for these kind of projects and cut them off. Super easy. And then I will grab the circle pop-up dots, add them right on top. I mean, you could, if you want, you could flatten the eyelets a little bit more. It really doesn't bother me if you're concerned that it'll detach from the front of your mini book. It's totally up to you. So try to center the specimen card as best you can. And there you go. How cool is that? Wow. Okay. Now, next will be the embellishments. And again, it's completely up to you what you'd like to use. And I'm trying to grab a few items here. So 3 jump rings. These flowers are for making memories. If you remember, they were around for years. And I bought these little, I think they're called bales, I think. I'm not a jewelry pro, but anyways, I used E6, I think is it E600? Oh no, I used Power Tack by Beacon to add this little bale. And what I will do next is with my jewelry plier, whoops, I will add, if it will stay put, I will add 1 ring and then add another. And let me get in view here for you in frame. And then close it. Close that jump ring as best you can, like so. So there's that. And I added another jump ring. I think I want to add this little bead. And again, this is really old. I think I want to grab a different plier. This one's a little thinner so that I have better leverage. And I'm going to put this one on the second jump ring. Like so. And I will close that. Like that. I have to apply a little bit more pressure. Come on, Betsy. You've got this, girl. Okay. So, there we go. How about that? I don't know if I want to add this one. I may do that later, but for now, this is super easy. There you go. I'll bring it up a little bit closer for you so that you can see. There's so many cool pieces, not pieces, but Anna and her daughter are so talented and utterly gifted. You can cut these out if you want. These are like tuck pockets. You can put one on the back, put it on the side, add other embellishments if you would like. So again, that's just an idea. Here's another. These are all labels. These are all from the August kit. And I print these on 110 cardstock. Alrighty. So let me give you a quick view of the others that I made. Here's this one, and you might ask, so what is that little clear tag? If you recall, these were the Tilex or tiles. I think it's Tilez, or yeah, I believe so, by Tim Holtz way, way back. I'm talking more than 10 or 15 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And I just added I stamped on this round circle tag, and I did, this one wasn't the first one. No, I take it back. I did do the side pockets to tuck this, to tuck the mini book. This was the first one, and it was a bit of a challenge because I was trying to figure out in my mind, what did I want to create? And I used the permanent glue, the Scotch permanent glue stick, and I didn't like the feel. It's kind of stiff, and I don't know, it might open up a little bit too much. So I did cover the inside covers, and I use paper from the August kit. Okay, and on the outside I laid the 4x5 labels. I did 2, and then I trimmed all around, and then I took paper that I had left over, and I just glued it on the top and on the bottom. Okay, so that's the third one. The fourth one, the same technique. I use the shipping labels and these awesome specimen cards, and stamped in the middle on all of them. I use the same stamps just to keep it simple. Then I did something a little different. I used these little metal, they're silver frames. And again, these are probably over 15 years old, and I'm trying to use all the things, hashtag all the things that we all have in our stash. Then I used a jewelry clasp, if you will, and I added ribbon. And this last one, again, the same technique with the elastic loop. I stamped on the front, used embossing powder. These words are part of the artwork. And I added, these are bezels if I'm not mistaken. And I got them on Amazon. I stamped one of my butterflies on a piece of paper. And actually, I don't know if y'all remember this brand, Studio G. Years ago, Michaels carried this brand. And this circle fits perfectly in this little bezel. And then I added jewelry bead and some ribbon using that clasp. If you can see that there. So, my sweet friends, that, one more thing before I forget. This one here is a tag, and these are called Style Stones from way back. I think it was like 2011, and they were by Clear Snap. They developed really cool, juicy, very juicy inks. And I have some of those inks somewhere in my crafty stash. But I used a couple of chalk ink pads, and then I dried the stone. You can see the thickness. Then I stamped with jet black archival. This is a postage, this is a moth, and then I use clear embossing powder on the top and use the heat tool to seal it. If you could see there. And then I added some beads onto that circle tag. So this is it. I have made 5 of these, and I'm probably going to make a few more. So thank you for stopping by. Hope this will inspire you to create your own. You're not obligated to purchase the digitals by Pink Monarch, but they make incredible digitals, if I may say so myself. And I'll put their link below. And I think that's it. Please like the channel. I know I've been absent, but I hope to do more videos, I promise. And until next time, be blessed and have a wonderful day.